Hello, I'm Nick Hammer, a CPA at Kaiser Tax and Business Consulting, and today I'd like to go over 1099s at a high level. So who needs them? So generally, vendors that you pay $600 or more in the ordinary course of your trade or business. This would include payments to individuals, partnerships, and LLCs. An exception to the rule would be payments to corporations. This would include payments to LLCs that are treated as corporations for tax purposes. Also, payments for merchandise and similar items. And so most 1099s that you'll be issuing will be for service providers. An exception to the exception would be medical and healthcare payments and attorney fees, even if they are incorporated. So what you need to do is identify potential 1099 recipients within your vendor list. You'll want to gather W-9s for each potential recipient and have a system in place to easily total gross payments for each recipient. A system such as QuickBooks is really great at this. The due date is January 31st, 2017 to both recipients and the IRS. The IRS had moved up their filing requirement from March 31st, and so we are now in a condensed reporting season and we must be ready. If you would like us to report your 1099s on time, we'll need all that information by January 20th. Penalties continue to rise, $530 per 1099 for intentional disregard of filing requirements. So it's not something you simply want to ignore and set aside. Best practices would be to have every vendor that you do business with complete a W-9 form when you start doing business with them. A W-9 can be found on your client portal under 11 business documents or on the web at irs.gov. It's good practice to hold off vendor payment until a W-9 is completed for a particular vendor. It can be hard to track some of that information down after the fact, especially 6, 9, sometimes even 12 months after the fact. And so it's best to take care of that right away. And so that's really 1099s in a nutshell. Again, this is Nick Hammer of Kaiser Tax and Business Consulting, and I'd like to thank you for listening.